Welcome aboard the Tuxedo 54, the first of her kind. Who would have thought that the widest 54-footer on the market would be built entirely of aluminum, with a beam of 5.2 meters? Apparently, the siblings behind the Tuxedo House of Yachting, Laura and Francesco Ceccarelli, both veterans of much larger builds in aluminum, who contracted Lorenzo Berselli and his studio Agon in order to complete the project. And what we have before us is an example of why aluminum is necessary to deliver on the promises made by the Tuxedo brand. Limitless customization, an experience like tailoring a bespoke suit. The distinction is that while aluminum shares a similar weight to fiberglass, it's much more custom. Each sheet of metal is laid by hand, and so the owner has the chance to make every decision about the yacht, from the layout to the services available on board, to the number of cabins. Everything can be chosen step by step together with the shipyard and the designer. As a joke, Laura Ceccarelli told me that if the owner wanted it, they could put the master cabin on the main deck, they could put the galley outdoors, and they could have the entire lower deck as a gym. But today I have the chance to show you a much more practical layout for the Tuxedo 54 with 3 cabins, 3 heads, and a lot of exciting details that I'll have the chance to show you. So, here we begin on the aft deck, the cockpit, but after a few hours of sunbathing, you're gonna need to hop in the water. And so, let's have a look down at the bathing platform. Here you have a wide little beach area and access to your garage with storage for a 2.8 meter tender, plus some extra sea toilets. Here we have some sea bobs customized with the Tuxedo branding, and those fit inside as well, together with the tender and some scuba equipment and other water toys. And what's really nice about this beach area is that for those who are a little less confident getting in and out of the water, rather than just the typical swim ladder, here we have the same staircase and handrail that are used for getting onto the dock, that are capable of lowering below the level of the water in order to comfortably accommodate swimmers of any level or age to get in and out of the water with confidence. Now let's head back upstairs, because after swimming probably you're going to be hungry, so we'll have a look at the bar. And I almost forgot, because it's so elegantly tucked away, that there's an electric shade in the roof, so you can have complete control over this area and decide just how much sun you actually want. This setup of your aft deck cockpit area with the awning extended electrically and your backrest upright is ideal for lunchtime, when you'll need plenty of seating to gather all your guests around the table, and the sun is high and hot, so you'll appreciate the shade from above. And this setup with the electrical awning retracted, opening up the sky, and your backrest laid all the way back to extend the sunbathing is ideal for after lunch, when everyone just wants to soak up some rays and relax. And that takes us to the outdoor wet bar. Here you can see under the hood we've got a sink, which was configured with this model, but the owner could have chosen to have a grill here as well, would be my personal favorite. You can also have an induction cooktop, really whatever you want. Again, it's a full custom yacht. And underneath we have a storage, ideal for conveniently keeping your outdoor plates and glasses. And here, your ice maker. So for all the cold drinks that you'll be serving in this area, you have quick access to your ice supply. As a guest on board the Tuxedo 54, one of the great pleasures is enjoying your meals outdoors. And this seating arrangement is ideal for that, especially because of the presence of these drawer refrigerators beneath the seating. So parallel on both sides, you have refrigerated drawers that give you access to cold ones wherever you are. It's just one of the many little touches on board that elevate the guest experience. Now let's have a look at the interiors. I'll come to you. As we come in from the cockpit, it's not just the sound system that remains synchronized between interiors and exteriors. In fact, the glass of the main deck allows us to open up completely and combine the two areas. This piece here lifts up to the ceiling while the side glass, the side windows actually lower all the way down. So you have the feeling of really being in a hybrid indoor-outdoor total space that includes all the guests between the two areas. The first zone that we come to in the main deck is the dinette, and here you can see at the moment the table is folded up, so it's quite comfortable for reading, breakfast, a coffee in the morning. But when all 8 guests come to dine, you need to open the table, and here you have plenty of space for dishes in the center and everyone's plate. Now, this dinette is located with the seating perfectly oriented towards the hidden TV. So when you're not enjoying the beautiful views out the windows, you can catch up on your favorite shows. And headed a little further forward, we come to the galley. Here, hidden beneath this panel, amongst all of the incredible storage in this custom furniture, we have an induction cooktop, as well as space for food preparation, your cutting board, and your sink. And below, you have 2 custom solutions for freezer and refrigerator. These have been fitted exactly to the dimensions of the yacht. Now, let's meet the captain to talk a bit about the technology and the propulsion on board. Owners can choose between 3 options for the propulsion: 1000, 1100, or 1150 horsepower V8 engines from Scania. The 16.75 meter long hull can reach a top speed of 40 knots, but what's really impressive and adds to the sustainability credentials of the lightweight, recyclable aluminum structure is the low speed performance of the Scania engines. Developed for trucks, they give high torque at low RPM, almost 4,000 Newton meters at 1,600 RPM, allowing the captain to keep the throttle low during maneuvers. This benefits both the maintenance of the propulsion systems and the environmental sustainability. At the helm, the pilot and co-pilot have a nice long custom bench to share the navigation experience, perfect for family and friends cruising together. Before them, the principal controls. The wheel, thrust, and joystick are all furnished by Zenta, part of Quick Group, that has even more systems installed on board, like the chain counter, boiler, intruders, and much more. This means just one number to call in the event of an issue. Beyond the electronics, even everyday objects like the doors come from suppliers in the super yacht segment, keeping the standards of a much larger yacht across the board. The captain actually sleeps just below us, in a crew cabin complete with a single bed, personal storage, head, and window. Excellent. So let's continue our tour. I'll take you downstairs now to see the guest cabins and the master cabin. Perhaps one of the most beautiful things that you'll discover about living on board the Tuxedo 54 is the importance of having the sky above you at all times. In the main salon, where you have the skylight, and also in the owner's cabin. But even here in the corridor, as you step out of your cabin for the first time in the morning, you look up and you have 3 meters of headroom and the blue sky opened up above you. That is the right way to start your day. As promised, the owner's cabin features a skylight centrally stretching across its length to let in as much natural light as possible, but it can be closed off using the electrically actuated curtain here to find peace and relaxation at any time of day. Now there's plenty of personal storage. It starts here on the starboard side with one of the 2 symmetrically mounted closets, and it's found in tucked away places all alongside the beds, but nowhere more beautifully than here with this custom piece beneath your TV. And the largest storage available is surely this one under the bed, which is ideal for large items like luggage. The other closet that I promised you, and look at the width of these windows. It's no wonder that you have such a feeling of brightness here, even though it's the evening time in the Mediterranean. And the owner's cabin, of course, is equipped with its own ensuite bathroom, so comfortable for use at all times and fully equipped. Coming down the stair from the main deck, you have easy access to the starboard side to your day head. And importantly, it's also convenient for access from this room here, which is the double cabin. We have 2 beds, singles, in a twin layout, with plenty of personal storage space, as well as another wide-ranging, beautiful window to enjoy sea views from. And you have your own TV to watch movies in bed with. So, let's go upstairs and catch the sunset on the bow. I think it's the most beautiful place. Where better to wrap up our tour than here on the panoramic bow lounge in front of Portofino. That's really what yachting is about, especially on a yacht like the Tuxedo 54. Now, as we mentioned many times throughout the video, this is a highly customized unit, and there will probably never be another one that even resembles the interior layout and configuration that we've seen today. So perhaps we'll have to do another walkthrough for you guys when the next unit is built. Until then, I'm gonna go ahead and relax, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.